friends. Miss Cassie here with Antelope Lending Library Storytime for All. This week, we're going to read the book Silent Music, A Story of Baghdad, written and illustrated by James Rumford. My name is A.L.L. I live in Baghdad. Baghdad is the capital of Iraq. I love playing soccer in the dusty street with my friends. I love loud, parent-rattling music, and I love dancing. Do you love any of those things? Playing soccer, or loud music, or dancing? Me too. But most of all, I love calligraphy, writing the letters of my language and making them go from right to left across the page. I love to make the ink flow from my pen stopping and starting, gliding and sweeping, leaping, dancing to the silent music in my head. Writing a long sentence is like watching a soccer player in slow motion as he kicks the ball across the field, as I leave a trail of dots and loops behind me. Some words are easier to write than others. Their letters loop together and make beautiful shapes all by themselves. Like the word Yasmin, my little sister's name, it just flows from my pen. You see it in the picture? Other words are difficult. Too many loops, too many tall masts that turn into tangled knots of ink. These words, like my grandfather's name, Mustafa, I practice over and over. Do you see his grandfather's name? That is more complicated, isn't it? I am always writing and doodling on the margins of old newspapers and magazines, old envelopes and faded receipts, everywhere, even on the fogged-up windows in wintertime or on the mirror in the bathroom. My dad laughs to see the messages I leave behind suddenly leap back to life as he steams up the mirror while shaving. Have you ever done that? Have you ever used your finger to write a message on the mirror in the bathroom or on the window in the car, and then when it fogs up again, it appears like magic? That's pretty fun. My mother jokes and calls me Yakut, after the most famous calligrapher in the world. He lived in Baghdad too, 800 years ago. He practiced writing every day. He invented new ways of making letters. He was a genius. I don't tell anyone, but he is my secret hero because he could create such beauty. There is a story they tell of Yakut. One fearful day in the year 1258, that was a long time ago, Mongols attacked Baghdad. As they burned the city and killed hundreds of thousands of people, Yakut fled to a high tower. There, Yakut created beauty. He shut out the horror and wrote glistening letters of rhythm and grace. One frightening night in the year 2003, as bombs and missiles fell on my city, the death and destruction once again filled the streets. I, like Yakut, wrote. I wrote all night and the many nights of bombing that followed. I filled my room with pages of calligraphy. I filled my mind with peace. Have you ever done that? When things get kind of scary, you can create your own feeling of peace by writing down things that you love or writing letters to people that you care about. It's a really important way that you can help yourself feel safe. Now the night bombing has stopped, and one war has become another. So I keep writing the easy words and the hard-to-write ones. It's funny how easily my pen glides down the long, sweeping hooks of the word harab, war, and how stubbornly it resists me when I make the difficult waves and slanted staff of salam, or peace. How much I have to practice until this word flows freely from my pen. The end. Thanks for listening, friends. Silent music. Why do you think the book was called Silent Music? Do you remember? He talks about when he writes in his calligraphy that he writes in the rhythm of the music in his head that no one else can hear. Do you have music that you hear in your mind sometimes? Sometimes it's a song, maybe from the radio, that comes into your mind while you're just doing normal things like playing with your toys or eating dinner with your family. I think we all sort of have little songs that we sing that create the rhythm of our lives and the things that we do too. All right. Thanks for listening, friends. We'll see you next time.